Hi everyone, warm greetings to one and all gathered here. I am Dr. Hima Parameswaran, Assistant Professor, Department of Human Resource Management, City University College of Ajman, United Arab Emirates. Today, I would like to share my research, which is titled as Examining Employee Value Proposition and Talent Management, a Unique Strategic Paradigm in Human Resource Development. First, I'll give you a snapshot of this research. So a strategic perspective in organization is not a new concept. There are various methods organizations are moving towards strategically, especially when it comes with HR professionals. The HR practices, like many best practices are there. So how the HR practices can be linked with strategic initiatives of the company is paramount. A study on employee value proposition concentrates on organization-wide human anomalies in general, and it explores the significance of two dependent variables, job characteristics and organizational processes, in creating a strategic model in organizations. Even though this employee value proposition consists of tangible and intangible factors, and it can be in two perspectives, that is individual and organizational perspective, that I will come or discuss in the later slides. So considering this, 10 companies from the UAE were selected randomly with a sample size of 400. The collected data with the help of a questionnaire were analyzed quantitatively and qualitatively using Statistical Package for Social Sciences 24. The findings confirm the significance level of the independent variables to dependent variable employee value proposition. Hence, the model crafted from the study can be considered as a strategic model or a new paradigm for the selected or any companies, especially the selected companies, because it reveals that the employee experiences are very valuable in their organization to make them more efficient, at the same time the organization to be more productive and to have a competitive edge. Moving to the next slide, first, that is the problem statement. Why organizations are considered employees as an investment perspective? We know various things like, for example, changing landscapes due to internationalization, changes in the work design, for example, outsourcing of administrative functions, compensation packages, and career aspect, especially nowadays people or individuals or employees are looking towards employability rather than unemployment. The work structure, that is self-managed work teams or team playing, virtual work teams, for example telecommuting, and another changes in the work structure, that is flexible work systems. So considering all these aspects is very important to have a strategic perspective in organization that relates to employee value proposition. So what do you mean by employee value proposition? It's employees' complete experiences about their satisfaction level and quality work life. According to income, employee value proposition is employee-centered approach where employees' talents, skills, experiences are considered as inputs and they expect intrinsically and extrinsically. To support this view, Divana argued that this creates a self-awareness amongst employees in their business conditions and can perform better to the needs of the company to have a competitive advantage. And another survey by McKinsey Group revealed that provides an exciting work, great company, means like a more meaningful company, continuous development, wealth and rewards. To support this view, Tyndall stresses the employee value proposition to employer branding as it reinforces the employee's experiences, their knowledge, their skills, capabilities in an organization, which cannot be easily imitated by any other company. So there the success of organization of how to make a competitive gain in this environment. Moving to the purpose of the study, organizations need to be reliable with the strategies and its implementation to manage changes. That's what an organization, if we can if it is we can say if it is like a strategic move, means it should be a change agent. It should be a strategic, we can say always strategic developments, administrative changes, or for continuous improvement, or molding and inclusiveness, which means a realistic culture, a complete transformation. It should be a strategic champion and talent improvement. Therefore, in this background, the objectives for the study are to identify the beneficial factors related to job aspects in EVP, to find the constructive variables related to organizational processes in EVP, to explore the advantage of EVP in organizations. So you can see here employee value proposition. So it relates with mission and values, a reputation, a ranking, work environment, community citizenship, institutional culture. And when it considers or relates with work content, there should be a challenge in work, the structure should be considered, and the individual should have an autonomy, should get feedback, and the impact, what are the impacts. And another one is like career advancement. As I told you earlier, now employees are looking towards employability rather than just a job. That's what is called as a boundaryless career. And for that, employees need training programs, and job security is very important. Through that, a personal growth can be achieved. And another perspective from individual perspective, that is the pay, the structure, base salary, incentives, cash recognition, pay process, and transparency. And it's equally important to look the benefits. What are the health benefits for the employees? Health, retirement benefits, time of work arrangements, etc. Now it comes to the methodology. So as I told you earlier, the study combines both qualitative and quantitative analysis. So for that, the primary data, as usual, it was through interviews, interaction, and a questionnaire was prepared with the help of secondary data. So the literature review, just now I mentioned, that is what are the important factors with employee value proposition, what are the factors to be considered, like for example the dependent variables and independent variables. So independent variables like job characteristics and the various organizational processes. And we can discuss something about best practices, another model, that process paradigm, resource-based paradigm. So with all these support, that is literature review, questionnaires were made, and a survey is conducted related with this questionnaire. So that helps to realize the deep-rooted insights of employees on their aspects and organizational process. So the pilot study was conducted, and that helped to construct a self-structured closed-ended questionnaire with 5-point Likert scale ranging from very good to very bad with 16 indicators. So you can see the dependent variables and independent variables and the factors. So these are the questions for each variable. Yes, first it has to be discussed with the reliability test. So Cronbach's alpha, and it was like above zero point 0.7 from for each variable. So it was finally decided to continue with these variables for study. And the as a part of data analysis, confirmatory factor analysis was done. So you can see this values and solve values for significant values, and structural equation model was also found. So based on that, it gives information that is how the significance level for each variable. So the specific model for the study, because with the help of confirmatory factor analysis and structural equation model, it found that these two independent variables, it is highlights on the tangible and intangible values, as well as individual and organizational phases in the selected organization. So therefore we can align, we can link the theory, that is the result, with the theory of income that the HR in perspective is the organization should consider employees as an investment perspective. And the value of the hypothesis does reveal the significance of each latent variable to EVP model in exciting work and development. Thus, hypothesis 1 has accepted, and it proves that the job intrinsic factors are imperative. Therefore, the result highlights the views of Shalley and Gilson that freedom in the work creates a commitment towards the work. So autonomy is very important. And we can link this with Hackman and Oldham's job characteristics model, that is skill variety, job responsibility, task identity, autonomy, and feedback. So these job aspects enlighten the skills, or we can say KSAOs, knowledge, skills, abilities, and other capacities. And employees always expect these from their jobs in the selected organization. So if there is an imbalance between these interests, or the individual goals and organization goals, staff turnover or demotivation or lack of productivity or lack of, or we can say presenteeism, means for example, when we think about presenteeism, means okay, the attendance of employees in the organization. It's not like that. Presenteeism means it is complete involvement, dedication, contribution to that particular task. So it can result a negative impact on these aspects. So absenteeism means the involvement level of employees. Thus, individuals are more enjoyed in balancing their work and life due to change in their view of their employment. Nowadays, people search for more social relationships through various platforms than in the previous decades. The advancement of social or electronic media has a great role in this type of interactions and relationships. So networking is very important. So if the organization provides an environment with such kind of culture or leadership style, it encourages networking, increase in the networking, exposure to more activities or more aspects. Similarly, the value for organizational process was found as 0.85, also confirms the significance level. So the H2, the hypothesis 2 has accepted. The findings highlight the significance of career development in both aspects from an organization and employee level. Management should act as a change agent in the changing recessionary pressures, and employees also design their own career to retain employability and to have a work-life balance. This can lead to the career ambition and satisfaction in their value. So this can make a line of, or we can say alignment, line of interest. The diversity training is another method with behavioral coaching, and diversity skill development resolves dissimilarities in the workplace. With respect to leadership, this creates a shared and persuasive vision to achieve the organizational goal. So We know different kinds of leaderships are there, like individual model, group model, organizational model. So in the organizational model, we can see that is transactional, transformational, and if it is like a both type of leadership, means managerial, institutional level of leadership style. So there are various types of leadership, and it depends upon that organizational culture. The findings elucidates that p-value for all the factors which are the derivatives of EVP have the significance level that is less than 0.001. Hence, it is evident from the findings that employees in the selected companies are always searching for more intrinsic rewards than extrinsic rewards, such as career development opportunities, boost their skills, good management, cultural values and norms, rewards for personal contributions, and proper communication. In particular, the values are 0.90 for job aspects and 0.97 for organizational processes. Let's see to or move to the conclusion. So the study can be concluded with a notion that employee value proposition plays a dominant role in the strategic competitiveness of any business. And we know any other resources, like we know financial resources or uh, material, marketing, all these resources. HR investment perspective should be developed by intrinsic and extrinsic factors to reach its maximum potentials. However, the study can be sustained with the help of a social systems, company profile, working experiences, and a package as EVP aspects. To operationalize this above mentioned strategies, equal importance should be given for HR policies and procedures and individual goals. That's why the term like employee value proposition. Thus, organizations can look forward to having a competitive advantage and sustainable growth. So how can you build a new model? So it's important, it is in summary, I can tell you that organizations should embrace a talent mindset, craft an EVP, rebuild a recruitment strategy. It's very important to identify appropriate or prospective employees, at the same time selection methods. So selection or staffing organizations, which means recruitment identifying and then allotting them in a proper position, staffing. And various methods are there, various tests are there, matrices are available. We've development in organizational culture. So the organization should have a culture, as I told you earlier, change agent, administrative champions, and at the same time transformation leadership. And most important is differentiate and affirm people, support people, enhance, encourage, give enrichment, and a way of inclusion. Diversity is very important. So finally, you can say this is the model created from the study. So job aspects, organizational processes through that employee value proposition. As I mentioned earlier, employee value proposition means a lot of factors, a lot of parameters, but I have taken only two parameters for this selected organization. So there are more scope for the study, because more parameters can be taken and it can make like a longitudinal study for like a more period of time. So this is the advantage of this research. Thanks for your attention.